Today we will be doing Fanboys, and I have a couple simply including one of the other of the Fanboys. And the Fanboys really is just like a fan. Fanboys. Fanboys. F stand for, A stand for Ann, N stand for Nor, B stand for Bud, O stand for Or, Y stand for Yet, and S stand for So. I have 3 sentences here, and we're going to be including one or the other to complete the sentence, okay? The first thing you have to read and make sure is 2 complete sentences. The squirrel went up the tree, found no nuts. Right now it doesn't make sense because you have your period in the middle of the sentence. If the period is in the middle of the sentence, then that means it's not complete. Okay? And when you reading your sentences, wherever you have a punctuation at, to help you include one or the other of your fanboys, you have to separate the 2 sentences. The way I learned it is you have the squirrel went up the tree, period. That's one sentence. Found no nuts. That's another sentence because you got a period there. That's how you know that is supposed to be a sentence, okay? Or whatever punctuation is there. So, put you a / there. So you'll be able to understand this is 2 different sentences. First thing you're going to do, you're going to start with the first sentence. Squirrel went up the tree. You just can't use any fanboy, but you got to make sure that it makes sense. The squirrel went up the tree or found no nuts. That doesn't make sense. So we have to choose another one. The squirrel went up the tree, but found no nuts. The squirrel went up the tree. We took the period out and put but. Found no nuts. And you kept the period on your last sentence. Because you got to have a punctuation at the end of your sentence. No matter if you're asking a question or you just talking. But you have to have some kind of punctuation there. In other words, your sentences can run together. Move on to the next one. The rain watered the grass. That's one sentence. It will grow, okay? The rain watered the grass, yet it will grow. In this case, we're going to use the rain watered the grass, so it will grow. The rain watered the grass. Remember, separated. Took the punctuation out. The period. Just X out your period on your first sentence because you're taking that period out. And then you adding a fanboy. So it will grow. Okay? The rain watered the grass, so it will grow. Your fanboy gonna go wherever you put your / here. Wherever you separate the sentence at, that's where your fanboy gonna go. If it makes it easier for you to understand, okay? Then we have another one. Angel, period. Tiffany took the test in class. Here, you don't have a complete sentence here, but you do here. So we still gonna separate. You put that / there because you finna get ready to take the period from the first sentence, so you can include your fanboy. Angel and Tiffany took the test in class. Okay, Angel took out the punctuation slash the and. Angel and Tiffany took the test in class. Now that sentence made sense. I have tips to remember for inserting your fanboys. And make sure that you read the sentence more than one to make sure that it makes sense after you insert the fanboy of your choice. If the sentence doesn't make sense, then you move on to one of the other fanboys that will complete the sentence and it'll make sense to you. Number one, it said read both sentences. That means you're gonna have two sentences with punctuations at the end, no matter if it's a question mark or whatever. If a punctuation is there, then it's a sentence. But that doesn't mean that it's a complete sentence. But when you're doing your schoolwork, you will have two complete sentences unless you're doing work where you have to just rewrite the sentence in total and plug everything in. But in this case, read both sentences completely. The second thing you're going to do, you're going to remove the punctuation after the first sentence. Because when you remove that punctuation from the first sentence, you can't remove it from the second sentence because that's the end of your sentence. So that's why I said read your first sentence very carefully. Remove the punctuation because you're going to insert a fanboy there. And once you move that punctuation, you put your fanboy, and then you go back and you reread it and make sense. After you remove the punctuation, the third thing you're going to do, you're going to insert a fanboy. That's either for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. And all of them that you plug into your sentence will make your sentence sound correct. So you want to make sure that you insert the right one because each one of them have a reason to be inserted in different sentences, okay? Then you reread your sentence. After you plug in your fanboy, you reread your sentence. If it makes sense to you, then it's done. Leave it there. If it doesn't, then you got to go back and you got to change to another fanboy that will make the two sentences sound complete. You're going to rewrite your sentence using the first sentence, insert your fanboy, and write your last sentence. And don't forget to put your punctuation in your last sentence. Because if you don't put your punctuation, that means that you're not done talking. If you got another sentence after that, then it can run into it because there's no stopping point there. If a period there, then whoever's reading know to stop there. If it's a question mark there, stop there. If an exclamation, stop. That's a whole nother video. But anyway, to just brief you again, tips to remember, and this is very important. Read both sentences, remove punctuation after first sentence, insert fanboys, for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. Reread your sentence. Make sure it makes sense after you insert your fanboys. Then you rewrite the whole sentence, your first and your second sentence, included with your fan. That should have you with one complete sentence. Your first sentence, fanboy. Your second sentence, punctuation. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you will be notified when I upload another video. Have a great day.